Hello everyone, welcome back to day 3 of 30 days of AWS Cloud journey. Today, I'm Chayan and today we are going to look into the practical of EC2 instances. We will deploy our first web page using EC2 instances and the Apache web server. So, if you're getting started, don't worry, we will break down things step by step. So let's quickly have a recap of yesterday's class. That is, we launched about EC2 instances. We discussed about why we need virtual servers, why basically need our cloud in the virtual server like pay-as-you-go models type. So today we are going to launch our quickly EC2 instances and we are going to connect with the SSH and we are going to quickly deploy our things by using the Apache and the HTTP part. Okay, so if I talk about EC2 is generally like renting a small apartment or servers where you do everything and host a website stores and you deploy and you publicly accessible. So let's today we are going to make our EC2 your personal web hosting server. Before moving to the EC2 install part, let's quickly talk about the Apache server. What is exactly Apache server is? What is Apache server? Have you ever listened about the Apache server? So Apache server is a popular like open source web server. It generally listen your HTTP request and serve web page who visit your public IP addresses. If you provide the public IP addresses, whatever you puts on your web servers, it will be going there and it will be giving you the redirections form. Okay, so think of it like a waiter at the restaurant and someone asks you for the menu like your website and Apache generally delivers for it. So we are going to install Apache, deploy HTML files and see web page in browsing using the EC2 instances. Okay, so for Apache, we have to install HTTP server behind the scene. Apache, we are going to install HTTP server and from HTTP server, we are going to put each and everything to a particular HTML file. And that HTML default directory of a Apache server HTTP is nothing but /var/www/html. Okay, let's quickly jump to the practical part. It will be more flexible for you to understand the things. So let me quickly launch. Let's quickly create our EC2 instances. This is our dashboard, how our AWS Cloud look like. Let's go to instance running. Now we have to launch one instances. The instance name is nothing but like let's Apache web server. Okay, let's scroll down. We are taking as Amazon Linux. Okay, nothing T2 micro as a same usual part. Key pair login. I'm just selecting by default, or else you can create a new also by a simple. You have to just write your key pair name, RCA, and the PAM file. Nothing else to be changed. VPCs and all we discussed before only. Allow HTTPS and let's quickly just increase the size to 10. I don't. Yeah. Okay, let's quickly increase time and let's see here is your quick summary part. Okay, we are going to launch only one instances using the Amazon as a Linux image, Amazon Linux, not Ubuntu, not Red Hat, Amazon Linux, and using the T25 micro because we don't want to pay any cost. So they generally AWS provide the sample free tier eligible part. Okay, so we are just launching each and everything in a free tier. So let's quickly launch our EC2 instances and let's quickly jump to the practical part. Okay, so what we are going to do in this particular journey, till our instance has been launched, let's quickly connect. And for connecting this particular EC2 instances for connecting your virtual server, there are generally three ways. Okay, there can be more ways, but three ways that are generally used by the developers part. First of all, that is the direct connections part. Like via SSH. Second, we can say can connect using the get bash part. Okay, so get bash and third we can connect using the putty part. So today we are going to see the two ways. First of all, direct connect, and second that is the using the get bash part. Okay. Now let's direct connect is nothing but you have to just click on here connect and you have to connect from the we are connecting for the EC2 cloud consoles part. Okay. Now it's take something like 3 to 5 seconds to launch this particular thing. So you have to just wait. Yeah, you can see we have launched our virtual servers, like that is our virtual machine. First of all, our one EC2 instances. Now quickly jump to the practical part and let's understand some basics command for this particular part. So here, if you want to create some of the directories, some of the part. So what is the command? This is a command to make directory, that is mkdir, and let's create a folder name cloud. So mkdir command is generally used for creating folders as you create new folders in your Windows by using the GUI part. Okay, means graphical line face. You generally click on the mouse and you just new folder, all this particular part. But in Linux, you do each and everything by using the CLI only. Everything is in the command line interface. Okay, if you want to check out if my created, yes, your folders, a cloud folder has been created. Now, suppose if you want to create some files like chain.txt or cloud.txt, how you can make this? So you can make this by using the vi cloud.txt. Hit enter. Vi is nothing but an editor like a notepad. Like we have different editors. Like we have notepad, we have wordpad. These are the editor of the Windows. But if I talk about inspective the Linux part, so we have editors like gedit, we have vim as an edit, we have nano as an edit, we have vis edit. Let's say lots of editor, but most market use it like vi and vim has been mostly used. So let's quickly write something. Just I have to write I am Chayan. Okay, let's go out, control shift exclamation mark and wq. You are out. If you do ls, see your cloud text cloud.txt has been created. If you want to print what is the file contains, you just can write cat cloud.txt. Yes, this is done. So what all those things been there in the Linux? Mkdir is for the making the folder, ls for the listing the part, vs for the creating the files, cat is for the displaying the part. Okay, now let's move forward and let's quickly launch our Apache server. So before launching Apache server, let's quickly update all the packages what we have into the Linux. So updating, you have command sudo yum update and -y. -y is generally a parameter which we don't want to give in between them all the parameters we want to install. So we just provide the -y. So it's checking, nothing to do, everything is up to date. Now, as I discussed to you, like the Apache servers come from the HTTPD. Okay, HTTPD comes from the Apache servers. So let's quickly launch our HTTPD, which generally comes from the Apache servers component. So sudo yum install httpd-y and hit enter. So it's installing each and everything for us. It takes a couple of minutes, couple of seconds, depends on connection, internet connectivity. Now the thing's been downloaded. Let's quickly now we have to launch the things. Okay, for launching we have for enabling the things, for permanent starting the things, so we have to create a service. Okay, so it's been created. So systemctl start our HTTPD, enter. Now let's quickly enable it for the permanent. We have just started. We are going to enable HTTPD, hit enter. It's been enabled, and let's quickly check with the status. Okay, hit enter. See, our service has been enabled and it's been actively running. Now, as I discussed with you, we have one folder, one place, the by default directory of Apache server where it's put all the HTML. It's nothing but /var/www/html. If you hit enter, if you do ls, there's nothing. Now, what's next? You have to create one web page. Okay, the web page may be something like index.html. So for creating web page, we are using the vi editor only, index.html. Okay, just hit enter. Hello, this is our 30 days of clouds journey. Just go out, same exclamation mark. Okay, we have to create file by sudo, as we are not uh, into the sudo part. So guys, let me just quickly show you what the error we exactly get. So we are not into the sudo right now. We are not into the root part. We don't have all the permissions. Okay, over here. If you do the pwd, let me quickly show you. Okay, if you do the PWD, we are into a particular user. This users don't have a particular access of creating files, saving the file, or changing the file. So for this particular things, we generally provide a sudo power over here. Okay, so if you want to go to the directly the root, so there is an option sudo su hyphen, and if you do again pwd, here this is root. You can directly create the files over here. No certain sudos it been required, but it's not a good practice of using the directly the root power, because when you are working with a company don't provide you with the root accesses. Okay, so it's better to good to work with the sudo only. Okay, let's we generally provide you with the users only. They create a users of your name and we have to work with them. Okay, so let's quickly create the file vistml index.html, and let's this is our 30 days of AWS Cloud journey. Let's go out. Okay, now see the files has been created. Now what next? We have to quickly restart our server. Okay, now sudo systemctl restart our httpd. Okay, so now if you try to access, let's quickly copy our public IP. Let's quickly paste and hit with the 80 port number. So this service is not going to rush. Why? The site, because there is no firewall has been enabled on this particular part. Okay, so this activity generally works on port number 80. We have to open the inbound and the outbound traffics. As I showed you, the net gateway works, but for this securities part, we have to open the inbound and the outbound rule. So in the inbound rules, I'm just right now editing the inbound rules, and we have to add one rule, that is from anywhere any traffic comes in, you have to allow from anywhere IPv4. You have to quickly save the rules, and this rules have been saved, and you again comes up, and if you again hit enter, you can check it's in the loading state. Wait, it's the by default security group, all traffic has been added. Let's quickly again restart our HTTP point. Wait, let's wait for some few more seconds, and let's quickly hit out with our public IP 122. Control all, control copy. Let's hit into our incognitive. Control V, hit enter. So yes, it's taking some time. Let's again quickly create. Okay, don't worry. I'm just quickly going to create again the file. Okay, guys, sorry. We have been not created the file where we want to. Okay, so sorry. Let's quickly go to this particular file, and this is our HTML. If you do ls, let's quickly create file vi index.html and hit enter. This is my 30 days of cloud. Okay, let's quickly save WQ, and let's quickly restart our services. Sudo service been restarted, and let's quickly come save, and let's quickly hit. So now the connection been refused. Let's quickly check. Wait for the few more seconds because it takes some times to load the page. Let's quickly check with the PWD, the ls, index.html. Yeah, the thing's been right. Let's again quickly try to hit with port number 80. The thing's been configured, right? Let wait for 2 to 3 to 4 more minutes. Let me do one thing. Let me run again one more command, and let's edit the file. Welcome to my first AWS websites, and let's quickly run this. Our web server. I don't know it's the caches has been done or the securities groups been defined also. Let's refresh our management console. Yes, our the traffic's been everything's been included. nothing else to be there. This is a guys real-time troubleshooting we generally do. So let's quickly again check with the instances. Is instances been running? As everything is right? Yes, everything is been right. Let's quickly curl. We can just quickly check with the curl as with the you can check with the curls part. Paste, hit enter. So it gonna load and it gonna show. No, we are not going to use the HTTPD. Let's quickly. Should have worked. Let's quickly again. Mm, yes, the things have been working fine. Welcome to everything is working. I don't know why this things should had hit it out. Okay, let's change to HTTP. Yes. So there was a nothing but the issue with the HTTP only. So you can just check with the curl also, and you can just welcome to my first day of welcome to my first AWS website. Let's quickly change on the runtime, and let's the runtime will be like suppose I need some kind of I want to add some more few things in this particular things. So vim index.html, and let's quickly go to the I. Okay, let's me we have to go to with the sudo power index.html. Okay, I don't know. Let's quickly add some more content in this. Like we want things like this is our 30 days. Okay, so sorry. Let's go to the file only. Sudo vim index.html. Let's hit enter. Let's quickly add the content, more content in this. This is our 30 days of cloud. Okay, let's quickly go out. And if you come over here and if you refresh, you can check it out. The content has been on the runtime. You don't need no downtime, nothing else to be there. If you edit, if you go here and if you want to edit the above command content, suppose my first AWS Cloud and the website day 3, and let's quickly come out. And if you again refresh, so this things have been running onto the low on runtime only. So there's no kind of change been running over here. Nothing has been dropped out over here also. So all right, guys, this was all about how the practical flow works, how we have launched our things. So this checks if your web server is responding. All right, thanks for watching this video. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. If you faces any issue, please let me know and do let me in the comment section what all the progress you have done. Thanks for watching this video.